Overcoming adversity and coping with trauma are both skills. And unfortunately, in order to develop these skill sets, you kind of have to go through some real shit. Otherwise, you just have a vague picture of how you're going to react in these situations. Legendary UCLA basketball coach John Wooden once said, "Things turn out the best for the people who make the best of the way things turn out." While as a professional poker player, I often used to say, "Give me any two cards and I'll make them work." Now, I'm not equating myself to John Wooden, although I was a pretty good high school basketball coach, and I'm not equating poker to real-life trauma, but Wooden and I share the same viewpoint on getting through things. You can only work with what's in front of you, whether it's playing basketball or playing cards or dealing with something like stage 4 cancer. If you don't know me, my name's Mike Linn, and I'm a stage 4 metastatic melanoma patient, and I make YouTube videos to help myself with my mental health, to update my friends and family, and to connect with other cancer patients or their loved ones who want to learn more about the disease. So today I'm going to give a brief update on how my treatment is going, and I'm going to talk about my trauma response mechanisms and how they're helping me deal with this situation. For my treatment, I'm shooting this on a Sunday, and I had my second infusion on Friday. I'm doing immunotherapy, and this time around I'm doing a mix of Opdivo and Yervoy. The first time I had cancer, I just did Opdivo, and the day-to-day side effects of that treatment weren't too bad. This time around, it's pretty safe to say that this is some stronger mix. This is putting me on my ass. Each infusion that I've had so far, the next 2 days, I've been achy, I've been fatigued, I've needed to sleep a lot, my joints have hurt, and I can tell that my body is really, really dealing with it. There's some good news though. I met with my oncologist before the infusion on Friday, and he checked out the metastasis on my face and looked at my blood work, and he said it was kind of remarkable how well my body is responding to this treatment, so we'll take a win. Getting to the trauma responses and coping mechanisms, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I'm doing and how this can apply to a greater framework of dealing with trauma for anyone who's in a tough situation. So both times I've gotten diagnosed with cancer, which I can easily say is the worst thing that's happened to me in my life, knock on this piano again, I've had the same responses. I've kind of shut down emotionally for a little bit, I've become antisocial, and I've poured myself into work or projects or games on the internet or anything that can distract me. Now in the short term, though these might not be things that are, clearly healthy, I think they are fine to do. These trauma responses or coping mechanisms that we develop, they're there so we can get comfortable or shield ourselves from what we're dealing with until we're ready to approach it and grow and get back out in the world. For me, there are some positives actually. Immersing myself in a project like making YouTube videos has been very, very healthy, both for my emotional stability and for a longer term process of connecting with other cancer patients and helping my friends and family know what's going on. In terms of being antisocial or self-medicating or playing too many games online, that stuff I need to be cognizant of and make sure it doesn't extend for too long this time around. When I was diagnosed with cancer 5 years ago, I definitely let myself draw it out a little bit too long, and that's not to say, it's a decision I made consciously. I just hadn't dealt with anything that severe, and my skills are better this time around. Like I said, in order to develop the skill set of trauma responses and coping mechanisms, you have to live it. I had never gone through anything like that. And I don't think I would have chosen to be here, but it shows that when you keep putting in the work, you're gonna do better at getting through tough times. So if you're watching this and you're struggling, one, I hope it's not with stage 4 cancer or any cancer, but regardless of what it is, understand that it's not bad to default to your coping mechanisms, and when you go through things repeatedly, your coping mechanisms and your ability to use them for the right time period will get better. Your skills will get better. So that's really all I have for today. I'm happy to have an update that my treatment is going decently and I'm progressing well, and I like to think that my coping mechanisms and skills are improving. And thank you for taking the time to watch. If you could like and subscribe, it would really help. My channel's been actually growing at an exponential rate right now, which is super fun. And I'm hearing from a lot of cancer patients around the world, and I'm hearing from people who are supporting their loved ones with cancer as well. It's really, really endearing, and it's making me feel good. And yeah, that's all I got. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.